it's a
stay
strange
healthy.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a strange thing.
And these things work, you know.
Yeah.
But
No, they work really well.
Big government, you know, everybody want to make all this money, you know.
Yeah, they got to control it.
You got to control it.
So this
Can't do certain things.
This makes me think of bodybuilding in general. We'll get back to this a little bit. It was on this trajectory, and you were there when it was going like ESPN. It was on this trajectory to be like a mainstream sport.
Yeah.
What do you think changed that?
I think back when I was competing, the DA came out and brought us all in. Wanted to know what we were taking, where we were getting our stuff from.
Why?
Because some kid playing baseball got a hold of, you know, some kind of drug. I think it was Deca or one of the main ones.
Okay.
But somebody found out about it, and they made him quit taking it. And they started, you know, getting moody. And one day he just committed suicide. Yeah. One day he just committed suicide. And his mom, she raised holy hell.
Yeah.
With the DEA and all these people.
So wait, why did they bring in the bodybuilders?
So they brought in, cause I think he said he got it from one of the professional bodybuilders.
So they just riled all the professionals up?
They made us go to, I think it was South Carolina, North Carolina, and testify in front of the grand jury.
What the fuck? Wait, so you got all these, so wait, were you guys all together?
All together.
Yeah, so
it was all the top guys.
So I'm just picturing all these super jacked dudes.
Yeah, testifying for the grand jury.
Were you guys wearing suits?
Yeah, we had, you know what? No, they didn't make us wear suits. They didn't make us wear suits.
Okay.
Because we were just testifying before a grand jury, so we weren't like in an actual courtroom, you know.
Right, I see.
We were for like, it was like 20 people or something like that.
And so they were just trying to say.
And they was asking us questions, what do you take? Where do you get your stuff from? Who's supplying you with all these? And that's when everybody had to go legit and start going to all these TRT clinics.
Right.
And I think that helped the sport out a lot. You know?
In what sense?
In that sense, because we was getting, it was legitimate, you know. And we all getting these blood tests. Because you got to have a blood test if you're going to get
prescribed.
Yeah,
exactly.
Get this stuff prescribed. So it helped out a lot, but they didn't accomplish anything because nothing happened. You know, nobody really supplied that kid with those drugs.
Yeah.
So he just got them from somebody else.
But do you think that was
blamed it on our sport?
I see. Do you think that was the thing that really changed the trajectory of bodybuilding? This portion of the video is sponsored by Jovem. This is amazing. It's basically like a coffee concentrate. You put it in with some water. It blends real nicely. This is the caramel one. I love the flavor. And again, I like my coffee black. I don't like to put a lot of extra stuff in it, specifically because I'm dieting right now. But it tastes great. If you guys want to get it, where can they get it? Go ahead.
www.buy.javicoffee.com/raw talk.
Okay, Ben, relax. I know you want the caffeine, but dogs actually can't have caffeine.
And what happens when they use that link?
They get a fucking discount.
Yeah, they get 25% off.
Oh, they get 20, that's
order.
A 25% discount?
Yes, 25% off your order using our code.
25% off your order using code Raw Talk. Yeah, fucking incredible. I also, maybe they'll give you a free mug. Look, don't quote me on that because they might be like, we're not giving free mugs, Brad. Go fuck yourself. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe when you order, you get hopefully, don't come for me, Javi. Sorry.
For the better, yeah.
For the better,
yeah.
Even though it was removed because they took it off like ESPN and all this stuff, you still think for the better.
But you know, they had took it off ESPN when I won my first Olympia back in 1998. I think we got brought in around like 2002, somewhere in there, 02, 03, somewhere in there, is when they brought us all in.
Oh,
so you know.
So they took it off earlier. Why did they took it off? Because you were too big or what?
I have no idea. I think it had a lot to do with drugs.
The stigma.
Yeah, the stigma of bodybuilders have to take all these drugs to get that size.
Was this around the same time?
So it started to become more popular that way. In that sense.
Got it.
Well, because before that they had all these shows with a lot of bodybuilders.
So you
And
think
they were
they're
profile guys and everything. I mean, Sean Ray had a show where you know where they would show how to work out properly and do things the right way. I had them working out. I used to watch all these shows myself because I was new to the sport.
It's so funny.
So I'm trying to learn as much as I possibly can too.
It's so funny. It's so funny because I heard, again, I was talking to Jay about this, and he was telling me how, like, you would learn all these things from these people and then just beat them all. You beat them forever.
Yeah,
And then they had to try
that
to,
was
like,
another thing, you know, because, you know, we didn't see each other and nobody knew what anybody was doing, you know, you didn't see the guy until the day of the show.
yeah.
You know, just leading up to the show and working out each and every single day. Nobody saw anybody. Nobody talked about anybody. You know, it wasn't this social media thing.
Right.
You didn't get the word until the magazines came out. You know.
Yeah. I'm curious, did you ever see any other bodybuilders?
Never.
Did you ever see any bodybuilders when you came to the show and you were like, oh shit, that guy looks really good?
No. I won't tell you why, because most of the time when we were backstage, I was always focusing on myself. I'm trying to get myself pumped up. I'm trying to get myself hyped up. So I didn't want to see the other guy. But when I first started working out and first started going to shows, I did that. And it kind of, you know, intimidated me a lot.
Really?
Know? So I was like, let me not look at him.
You just focus on yourself.
Let me just focus on myself. But because I was so, you know, trying to get this information and trying to learn from the sport, I'm trying to see how I'm supposed to look. So that's why I started looking at guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, they look a little bit different from me.
Yeah. What do you?
That's what I'm thinking in my head.
What do you think the number one thing that bodybuilding has taught you?
You know, for the most part, it taught me how to work out as a bodybuilder.
Of course.
Taught me that it can be healthy if you do it the right way. You know, if you don't do it the right way, it could be very, very unhealthy.
Right.
I don't know what a lot of these people are dying from, you know, because, you know, they don't really, a lot of times they don't say, and a lot of stuff is rumors too.
Yeah.
You don't know what's right. But I think if these people would have done it the right way by having, you know, their blood work, you know, done and stayed on top of everything,
Yeah.
and made sure they were always like 100% healthy,
Yeah.
I don't think they would have any problem.
Yeah, I think this is really important to say because nowadays, I don't know how I know you probably don't use so much of social media. Like you're probably not on TikTok and all this stuff like yourself, right?
Mm-mm.
So nowadays it's very, very popular for kids who are very young to like talk about and joke about either taking Tren, which is crazy because it's a very hard steroid, or SARMs, which is like a new version of like pro hormones would have been back in the day, which are like different derivatives. It's like basically a steroid anyways, doing the same thing, affecting the hormones. And it's very popular nowadays on the internet, specifically TikTok, which is like a very young generation who really actively uses this to almost glorify steroid use.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important for someone like you to say, hey, what you're saying right now, and I'm completely agreeing with this, is the number one thing that these kids need to think about. Because I think they just don't, number one, think at all about the consequences. They just think, oh, my favorite fitness influencer is like got a bunch of followers and they're making money and I want to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
The comparison, right? And I'm not saying, hey, don't do this or don't think like this in your life, but what needs to be said is exactly what you're saying is, kids, if you're ever going to think about this, you need to know what's going on inside your body first before you ever get started.
Yep.
So you know what's going on, you know what you're coming into, right? And then if you're ever going to consider to keep doing it moving forward, you have to, like even you did this, best bodybuilder of all time. What, how 3 times a year you got your blood work done?
Yeah.
And like that's the thing, like people sometimes maybe they're afraid to do it or they just don't know to do it. But it's one of the most important things to do is to know what's going on inside your body, specifically in this case, if we're putting something inside our body.
Yep.
And I just want that to be said because I know some kids might watch this and I know like a lot of kids are actively like almost joking about this shit on the internet.
Yeah.
And it needs to be said because there's very serious consequences as we're seeing.
Very serious, yeah. Especially when you start dying. And this sport is not worth dying for.
No.
Not at all. Because I remember back in 2001, I'll never forget it like it was yesterday. I woke up the morning of the Olympia, and I felt awful.
Yeah.
I was totally dehydrated. You know, you have to be kind of a little bit dehydrated to get up there on stage. But this morning, I felt awful. I felt real bad. I was to the point where I felt like I was kind of dying.
Yeah.
And it scared the living hell out of me. I called my nutritionist. I said, hey, dude, I feel awful. Forget this show. I'm going to the hospital. I'm not going to die for this sport. I'm going to the hospital.
What were you feeling? Like your heart? What were you feeling?
Exhausted.
Like to a crazy
I was
level.
So tired, I could barely get out of bed.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, this ain't the way I'm supposed to feel. You know,
Yeah.
I've won, 4 or 5 times already, and I've never felt like this. So I just called him, and I like, hey, forget this show.
Yeah.
I want to live. I'm going to the hospital right now. He's like, no, you work too hard. I tell you what you do. Just grab a gallon of water and drink as much as you can. And that's what I did. I grabbed a gallon of water, and I drank the whole thing. And I felt good.
So you were severely dehydrated.
I was severely dehydrated.
You could have died.
If I hadn't drank that water, yeah.
Fuck. That's so crazy.
I wasn't gonna let that happen. I was going to. I was literally going to the hospital. I had told my girl, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, let me call Chad first and tell him what I'm doing before I go. And I called him and said, hey, I'm on my way to the hospital. I feel awful. Something ain't right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not supposed to feel this way. And I was almost out the door. I called him and he said, no, don't do that. You work too hard. He said, just grab a gallon of water and drink as much as you can.
Did you?
And that's what I did.
Did you do the show still?
I did.
Oh my God, dude.
Because after I drank that gallon of water, I felt okay.
Was this an Olympia?
There was the morning of the 2001 Olympia.
Oh my God.
2001 Olympia. There was the morning of the show.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, no, something ain't right.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to feel like this.
Did you ever feel like that again?
I never felt like that again.
Yeah.
Never felt like that again.
Do you think you just took too much diuretic?
No. What I done was I tried to be Superman, and I was going to compete twice a year. I had already done the Arnold Classic earlier that year.
Okay.
And that was the only time I ever done that. I'd never done that before.
So that's what it was.
That's what it was. My body peaked at the Arnold Classic. I looked the best I ever looked, you know, what people told me. And I was trying to peak again for the Olympia. And my body's like, no, dude, we already peaked.
Yeah. You can't have this twice.
You can't do this twice.
Yeah.
And I never did that again. And I never had that problem again.
Damn, that's so fucking crazy. Have you ever had any other moments like that where like not like any other like health scares?
No, that was the only one.
The only one in your life?
That's the only one I had.
Damn.
Yep, that was the only one.
What other like recovery things would you do? Like, did you do like during your career?
Yeah,
not obviously not the stem cell stuff now, but like during your career.
Yeah, I told you earlier, I took 3 months off every single year after I won the Olympia.
So like the next day you're like 3 months I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. No working out, no cardio, no diet, nothing.
And that seemed to fucking work.
That worked like a charm for me.
Damn.
So I was resting and recovering for 3 whole months after every Olympia.
What would you do typically? Like, because you weren't training, because that was like your life. Did you like just...
I would go on vacation.
Yeah.
You know, I would go on a cruise.
Where's the best place you've ever been? Vacation-wise.
Vacation-wise? Actually, Aruba was real nice. I remember going there. St. Thomas was real nice.
Yeah.
Jamaica was real nice. A lot of those places were real nice. You know, I would do it every single year though.
Yeah.
And I just relax and take it easy. Don't do nothing.
Yeah.
No cardio. No nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. No workout. Nothing.
Bro,
Just taking it easy.
You're okay with that? I feel like your mentality is like you're so much like I need to do this. How did you like?
I was so at the time consumed with talking myself into, hey, this is good for me. I can make my career last a little bit longer if I do this.
So it was still about bodybuilding.
It was about bodybuilding.
Yeah, I see.
I was trying to last as long as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Without burning out or something.
Do you think there'll ever be another bodybuilder like you, man? Like genuinely?
No, because the times have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be a bodybuilder now.
Yeah.
Like 100%, committed to being a bodybuilder.
Yeah, it's way different.
As a bodybuilder, there's so many other ways of making money now.
Yeah, like we were saying.
Like, you didn't have all this social media stuff when I was coming along.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think there'll be another one because you don't have to do that no more.
Yeah.
Guys, like I said, guys are starting their own supplement companies now.
Yeah.
Own T-shirt company and all of this other stuff you can do,
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. So you have 4 daughters, right?
8.
8 daughters. You have 8 daughters?
Yeah.
And you have no, you're never gonna have a son, huh?
Never gonna have a son.
This is the craziest shit ever. This has to be one of the craziest things about you.
Somebody has to put the girls here.
You have 8 daughters.
Yeah, everybody can't.
Dude, I was gonna say like, which one wants to be a bodybuilder? None of them, right?
None of them.
Damn, it's so crazy. Like it's like you're one and done.
Yep, exactly.
So you were trying to have a son?
Oh, every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. Yeah, never happened. Like,
that is like
okay.
That is the craziest shit. It's like God was just like, okay, this is the one. All right, no more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy to me.
No sons whatsoever.
8 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
No sons.
No
Fuck.
sons.
You were just meant to be 101, man.
Yep, exactly.
That's amazing. So I have a question. What other projects are you working on? Are you working on anything new?
Yeah, right now we're doing this NFT. We're releasing it May 2nd. We're doing like a 14/19, release because I'm going to try to do something that other guys are not doing.
Yeah.
So see, with the 14/19 that I'm doing, I can be one-on-one with these guys. I can, bring them in. We have utilities.
You're talking about the holders.
Yeah.
For the holders, yeah.
We have utilities where they can come to my house. They can work out in my gym.
Yeah.
They can see my trophy room. They can work out with me at Metroflex.
Yeah.
They can. We got a trip to Dubai every year.
Oh shit!
They go on this trip to Dubai. They can. I even have one where they can sit front row with me at the Mr. Olympia.
Oh shit!
So we're gonna do ours a little bit different. Whereas everybody that buys a NFT can talk to me and hang out with me.
Yeah.
And do all this one-on-one stuff. That's why I'm not doing that. That big release. For a lot of the guys are doing 10,000. Right. I'm doing 14/19
total.
Okay. We're breaking it down in categories where we got gold, silver, bronze, and then we got the auction where our cheapest one is 0.1 Ethereum.
0.1 ETH.
Yeah, and most expensive one is like 1 Ethereum, almost like $2,800.
Yeah,
those are the one you just bid on the auction.
I see.
Auction.
I see.
We only have 9 of those, and it's from each Olympia. One of my greatest poses. I got a front lat, I got a rear lat.
What do you think your best pose is?
For me, it was always front lat.
Front lat.
Yeah, that was always my favorite.
You
pose.
hit that, you were like, I'm crushing these guys.
Yeah. And then also my rear lat. Front lat and rear lat were my favorite 2 poses.
Yeah,
Of course, I got those in there.
I remember I was talking to Jay again, and he was telling me how if guys would see you when you'd show up to the shows, and they'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like when they were like, "Who the fuck?"
They never saw me, until that day,
But every time they're like, how the fuck is this guy doing this?
And people don't know this, Every Olympia I did, I was always trying to get better after every Olympia. So I would gain at least 5 to 7 pounds every show.
Yeah.
So my first Olympia was 245.
Holy shit.
The next one I was 5 pounds heavier.
You're talking about on stage, right?
On stage, yeah. And the next one I was 5 pounds heavier than that one, all the way up to like almost 300 pounds.
Yeah.
My last one show, I was 295
on stage.
Yeah, 296, somewhere in there.
Off stage, what off season? What was your typical weight?
Off stage, I was always between 320 and 330.
At 5'11", you
At
told me.
5'11", yeah, 5'11".
You were fucking like people just
and it's
see
natural
you.
weight, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my normal weight, so you know, it's no problem at all for me to carry this weight. Cause this
It was
is
easy
normal
to
weight.
carry it.
It's easy to carry. I can still do like splits and everything.
You were doing splits?
Yeah.
What the
full
fuck?
splits at 330 pounds.
Bro, just
so I
like
was still real flexible. No problem at all doing that.
that's crazy though.
None at all. It was easy for me to do.
What the fuck?
So once I got a certain weight, it was no problem.
Genetically, man.
Oh
just
yeah,
different.
I got a little gift for you here.
You do?
Yeah, I got a NFT. I know.
Oh, let's fucking go.
You are trained back a lot.
Yeah.
You got a real big back tooth, sort of
Yes.
like me. So I got one of my gold series for you.
Wait, does this it changes?
That's my silverback.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Do they all? They don't all come like this, no?
No, well, the auction ones do.
They do.
Yeah. The
So
ones the auction-
okay, 22 of 25.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, this is mine.
That's yours. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. This shit fucking
Damn, that's sick.
Yo, that's dope as fuck, dude. Oh, let's go. That's lit. I love it, man.
Gold series.
I mean, it's an honor. I just want you to know, genuinely, man. It's an honor to have you here. It's an honor to talk to you.
It's an honor to be here.
No, you are a fucking legend, man. Like I'm in here trying to I'm trying to build myself, trying to build my name. But dude, you have done tremendous things that I fully believe that no one else will ever do in the bodybuilding community, man.
I'm just doing what I love doing.
But it's an honor, dude. For real.
That's what it's all about for me, you know.
Yeah.
Having fun, enjoying myself.
I love it, man. I'm grateful for this, for real.
Yeah.
I like. Thank you.
No problem at all.
So one last thing before we go, I'm just curious, during your career, did you ever deal with any sort of mental health issues or anything now? Have you ever gone through stuff like that? Because I dealt with a lot of this shit. I'm not trying to make all my podcasts about this, but I'm really curious if you've ever dealt with anything trying like that, or even just in your life.
No, because I've always lived life to the fullest. I've always lived life to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And to have fun. So I've always associated life with a lot of positivity. There's never been a lot of negative things I've dealt with, you know.
Yeah.
There's never been a lot of negativity thing that I've dealt with, because I've always tried to surround myself with positivity.
Yeah.
So anything that's negative, I kind of shy away from.
Yeah.
So I've never had, you know, this issue with you know, everybody's different, you know.
Yeah.
I've never had, you know, issues with, you know, those types of things where.
Yeah. Did you ever have any like, when did you learn that to like push away the bullshit? Like, was it just your whole life you knew that?
At a very young age, I learned that.
How'd you learn that?
Because, you know, it's the way my mom kind of raised me. You know, if you do the right thing always, you'll never be associated with bad things. You'll never be associated with doing wrong things. So I've always been mentally very strong.
Clearly. I mean, there's no way you could have done what you did without
Yeah,
having that.
Yeah. So I've always tried to be on the straight and narrow for the most part. Never tried to, you know, get involved with, you know, drugs and alcohol and all that kind of stuff. I never drink or smoke, you know, as a kid coming up.
Yeah.
No marijuana, no nothing, you know. No kind of drugs or nothing.
Never.
Never. And I've always just done it that way, you know. That's how I was able to get on the police department real easy. You know, I had no problems with nothing getting on with the police department. Working all those years there, I worked 15 years full time before I had to quit because I was never there.
Yeah.
Once I won those Olympias, and guys, I can't take off. Ronnie's taking off.
And you were in fucking Aruba chilling.
Or in Germany or Japan or somewhere doing a guest posing or something. I was gone a lot.
I have a question. Did girls ever like throw themselves at you in different countries?
All the time.
This is so interesting to me.
You know, but you know, when you're focused.
You never just smashed a few?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Every now and then I enjoyed myself.
Of course.
On some of these trips, but for the most part, you know, I was very businesslike.
Yeah.
For the most part, very businesslike. And like I said, you know, I always try to stay away from negativity.
Yeah, away from bullshit.
Yeah. And I think that's why I was so successful, you know, with what I was doing, because I always stayed positive. I shied away from trouble. You know,
and you seem
a lot of bad stuff.
You seem very regimented. Like it was just
very
like you just did this.
Regimented. I had a plan that I stuck with, and I stayed with it.
Yeah.
And never shied away from it.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling Jay the other day, man, out of all those Olympias I won, I really never enjoyed it until now.
You said that.
Jay said it too.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, I was thinking the same thing.
Because you were
the other day.
in it.
I was.
You had to do it.
And yeah, I was thinking when I won the Olympia.
Next.
I had my fun. I ate my meal, my bad meals, but I was always thinking about the next Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
I didn't enjoy it a whole lot. I didn't, you know, get a chance to party. It was like back to, you know,
the board,
routine.
the working board.
Yeah.
Do you think it's important then for the person listening, anyone listening to this now, like to try to slow down sometimes to enjoy it, or do you just think you say fuck it, just get it?
If you want to win, win 8 in a row, you got to remember everybody's trying to beat you when you're on the top.
Yeah.
You got to stay focused, and you got to stay within a certain.
You almost can't even look and be like, okay, I'm enjoying. You just got to keep going.
You got to keep going.
Yeah.
You can't, like I said, I never really enjoyed winning those Olympias until I retired.
It's so crazy. But it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Because you get used to it.
Yeah.
You get used to it, especially after you done won 2 in a row.
So how did you know that when you got the 8th and you were done, how did you know you were done? When did you know you were done?
I knew I was done kind of like when I got 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck this.
No. I'm going to try one more time.
Okay. Yeah.
After that, when you knew you were done. Yeah.
Did you think
but
you deserved
you had won
2nd?
So many. Not the first time.
Yeah.
No, I think I still had it, but that they were always like, well, change is good, and they want somebody new.
Ah.
You kind of like
you keep winning.
You keep winning, we can't make a lot of money this way.
Yeah, I feel like
know you're gonna
politics.
Win. Yeah, everybody know you're gonna win, so they're not showing up like they used to.
I feel like you should have
so
9.
we got to shake it up, you know. A
You
little
should have
bit.
had 9.
I should have had 9, but you know, I got 8. So, and you know, looking back, I'm like, man, I don't know how I got 8. It went by so fast, and I never really enjoyed it. How did I do that?
Bro, you're just a fucking machine.
Because I was so regimented, like you said, and I
Yeah.
was so focused on the next one.
Yeah. I think that's what it takes so to be great, like truly, truly great at anything.
Yeah.
You have to have that.
You have to have that, yeah.
Whether it's bodybuilding or anything, I think
Yeah.
that's what it takes.
That's exactly what it takes.
Yeah.
You know, it's only been, like 3-4 guys win that many in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. And only 2 guys to win that many.
Yeah. And
And,
only one of those guys who can lift the weight that he does. Literally only one. You remember the classic line?
come to
Everybody,
think of it,
what was it? Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but don't
Nobody
know.
want to lift no heavy ass weight.
Yes, that's my favorite, bro. That is my favorite quote of yours of like life, man.
Yeah, that was one of my ways of getting fired up in the gym too.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, buddy, lightweight baby. I'm tired of saying that, so I got to come up with something else.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Everybody want to lift no heavy ass weight.
Yeah, legendary, man.
But
That, I'm telling
most
you,
of them
like,
are true though, especially that one.
oh yeah, that one's fucking true for sure.
At the
So,
time I was doing, I really, really thinking about that though.
bro, I mean, you're legendary. There's no doubt. Like forever in
I was
history.
having too much fun doing what I was doing,
Yeah,
even though I was focused and you know, not really trying to enjoy it. You know, to the level that I think I should have been.
so you think you should have tried to enjoy it more?
Yeah, I think I should have, but you know,
In what sense? Like,
I wonder if I would have won all those if I didn't.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think so. I
I
think
don't,
you
I
being,
don't think so either.
I think you being the machine is what it took.
Yeah, I think me being the machine and lifting heavy like I did
Yeah.
was my thing.
Yeah.
And that's the way it was meant to be.
Yeah, because I think it just has to do with like, I mean, if we're talking about bodybuilding, like the density, like all that stuff that you were able to maintain and have,
Yeah.
while still being dry, lean, everything in that sense. It's one of one, man. Like I said, but we're gonna get into some audience questions. Do you have any of those ready?
Yes.
So at the end of every podcast, we have audience questions. They just like send them in. If you guys want to send them in, it's askrawtalk@gmail.com. Send any questions, and myself and the guests will answer them to the best of our ability. So
You know, one thing I forgot to mention, we
Yeah.
having a sweepstakes also where everybody who buys a NFT get a chance to win.
are you talking about this one?
Yeah, that one.
So what?
But everybody that buys one has a chance to win, not just one who buys the most.
What do they win?
Tesla.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So is this my entry?
Yeah.
So if I win the Tesla,
Did you buy one though? Yeah.
yeah, that's right. This is mine. What you mean? It's all right here. What you mean? Yeah, no, I got it. It's right here. It says it's 22 or 25. So yo, it'd be crazy if I won because
Yeah, it
I
would
would
be.
I would win it. I'd give it away too, though.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
promise.
yeah.
I'd give it away, and it would be like a little collaborative. I won Ronnie's Tesla. We're giving it away together. That'd be sick.
That'd be crazy.
No, seriously though, like, am I entered though? Like, okay, cool. I'm like, I don't really want the Tesla, but like, I do. That'd be sick if we were able to do that.
That's your NFT. Like,
Oh, that's hype. I love it.
18 to 25 or 22 to 25.
Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Okay, so there's the giveaway, and that's just when it comes to buying this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody who just buys one, it's
No matter which
in-
level.
into that sweepstakes. Yeah.
Okay.
No matter what level. Yeah.
Cool.
All right,
Yo,
you
hit
ready
us
for
with
the
those.
questions?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so it says, when did you feel like you accomplished what you were supposed to do in your life?
Oh.
I feel like sometimes it's hard to see everyone doing good, and I'm here in the same spot. Then again, I'm working and so on. So they want to know.
All right, I'll answer this. So when did I feel like I accomplished what I needed to do in my life? I'm 100% still in the machine.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say that I've done
still
it.
trying to get better at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's I spent my whole life doing that though.
Yeah.
Trying to get better at whatever I'm doing. Like when I was in college, I can always remember in my room studying real hard. There was some times that I would get so involved with studying that I didn't even sleep. I mean, I spent the whole night studying.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to get better and be better.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it worked out pretty good. You know,
Hell yeah.
I graduated at the top of my class with a high GPA. I graduated cum laude.
Hell
Not
yeah.
like a lot of my friends, thank you, Laude.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, I think that's what it takes to be great at anything.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
just because like I feel like I've done a lot, I've accomplished a lot of cool things, and I'm grateful for my position in life. But there's no way I'm stopping. The only way I'm
No
stopping
way.
is when I'm fucking dead.
Exactly.
Straight up.
As long as you're alive, as long as you got, the energy and the strength to do it, always try to put your best foot forward at each and everything that you do.
Yeah. And
I
every
did
fucking
that-
day.
And I did that with everything I've ever done.
Yeah.
Even when I was, like I said, in college, worked for the police department, bodybuilding,
Yeah, no matter
even
what.
Though, I didn't think I was going to be 8-time Mr. Olympia, I'm still going to give it my all and put 10% behind it.
Yeah. I just think it's a personality thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
And I definitely have that as well. So good. Let's get the next one.
All right, it says, if you're cutting or bulking,
Oh, it's a
do
good
you
one.
weigh your portions out? I'm asking because your videos, you eat at restaurants. So how do you keep track of your intake of food throughout, like,
Okay.
preparing?
Okay. So for me, I've been doing this for so long now that I definitely have a gauge of, I could notice how much protein just by looking
You
at
can
it.
eyeball it for
Yeah.
the most part.
For sure.
For me, I weighed and measured everything I ate.
How fucking crazy.
I weighed and measured everything I ate.
The whole career?
My whole career.
Oh my God. Fuck that. That's
When
why
I-
I'm not Mr.
when I
Olympia
was-
8 times.
Yeah, when I was at the restaurant, I wasn't dieting.
So,
That
okay.
was all season. Yeah.
That was so you would never go to a
I
restaurant.
never ever went to a restaurant when I was dieting.
Damn, bro.
I weighed and measured everything.
That's
Knew
fucking.
exactly how
I'm telling you, you're a
I was
machine.
putting into my body. Yeah.
But that's why.
Everything
That's
was
why you had it.
regimented. Yeah, like
Fucking.
you said.
Holy shit. So yeah, listen. I'm not Mr. 8. I'm not 8-time Mr. Olympia. That's a fact. We all know that. But I've gauged it where I'm like, okay, this can work for me, and I know that I'm not always 100% strict on it. If I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna be crazy about it, then I don't necessarily measure things, but I know 100% of things that I can't eat. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go eat out. I'm not gonna eat certain things. I know that I stay away from them, and it just works for me. And this is the thing to the people listening. You learn your body. That's one of the things he's mentioned
Yeah.
earlier as well. Everyone is so different
Everybody's body's different.
and responds to like everything different. So you be aware and be attentive to your body. Listen to your body. See what happens after you eat some food. How do you feel? Did it make you feel better? Did it make you feel worse? And you have to take inventory of these things throughout your time doing it. And then you really understand what's working for you, not just what someone else is saying worked for them.
Yeah, and like I was saying, everybody's body's different. A lot of the people don't know this, but I didn't really eat any vegetables when I was dieting.
Okay, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
No
The
green.
fact that you're not like you didn't
No
die,
green
like I'm just
whatsoever.
what the fuck?
None.
And your blood work was
Zero.
perfect?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a freak, man. You are a fucking you are one of one. Never ever is gonna exist
I
again,
try to tell people genetics plays a big part in
bro.
everything we do.
You were dealt. You were. It's like you were the perfect storm.
And some people can be genetically freaky, like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, bro. But you got the. Not only did you get the genetics for the muscle maturity but the genetics for the mental acuity of like the craziness of I'm gonna do. Like you were the perfect storm. The work ethic, everything that came along with it. You did it.
And to be what I was, you had to be.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, that's it.
I never thought this way before, but you probably will never be somebody.
Nah, it won't be.
Yeah.
No way.
I never thought of that before.
Yeah, there's no way, man. No way.
Now
I've
that
talked about
think
this a lot
it,
with my
yeah,
buddies.
You probably got a point there.
Like the everything, the size, the strength, the titles, everything. Like it's
Yeah.
never gonna happen like that again. No way. And
I
especially
don't
now because
think
you have
so.
no boys.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fucked. It's gone. It's like that was the last chance. Give us our next one.
This one says, who is the most interesting person you've talked to, and what do you remember from the conversation that stuck to you?
All right, me.
For-
I'm
for
saying
both
Ronnie
of you
Coleman
guys.
right now. I'm saying Ronnie Coleman right now. I've always wanted to talk to you about this stuff. Most interesting person you've ever talked to, and what stuck with you? You talked to like princes and shit. I know you said that earlier. The gym.
No, it wasn't nothing that I remember though. if I'm being serious about it,
Yeah, of course.
the stuff I learned from Flex and Kevin, the stuff that they taught me coming up.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about the sport, you know. I never wanted to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And so
So
for
fucking
me,
funny.
in order to learn from the sport, I would have to get my information from the guys that were in the sport.
Right.
And that knew all about it,
Yeah.
because I didn't know anything. So those guys.
Yeah. This just makes me think of something else. I'm not trying to shit on Flex Wheeler right now, but he said he was natural forever. And clearly he wasn't. He was the guy who helped you with your gear.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm just like, why do you think people lie about that?
I think it has a lot to do with society and the way
Yeah.
they see bodybuilding, you
Yeah.
know, but it is what it is, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry. It just made me think about that. I was like, I was going to say it earlier and I didn't. I was like, fuck it. I just want to say it. But yeah, give us one more. Because I don't have any.
I wanted to add on to like his meals. He said he doesn't eat vegetables. So now I'm curious, what was your go-to meal prep? Like that you would
Chicken and
make
rice.
yourself?
Chicken and rice.
I had chicken with rice,
Yeah.
steak, potato, and turkey every now and then. But my favorite meal of the day was always steak and potato.
Best meal.
Best meal ever.
Steak and potatoes.
And
Why did you
still
avoid
is today?
Why did you avoid veggies? You just didn't like them?
I just didn't like the way they tasted. They were awful.
But my video guy relates so hard to that. Jacob's like, I fucking hate it.
The biggest modern day gym bro.
Dude, he is. It's so fucking dope.
So cool.
God. And he crushed it. Like not only like the biggest, but the best ever. It's fucking insane. Do you have any other good ones over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can give us one more good question.
So this one says, what do you think about martial arts instead of just weightlifting? Do you think they have similar results?
Oh, results. No, results are completely different. I think the mindset that you have to have in going to both of those to be great at both of those are the similar and the same. But if we're talking about martial arts versus weight training, like you're going to get two completely different outcomes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like martial arts is like you're learning like a tactical skill that can be different in so many ways versus like bodybuilding. If we're talking about specifically, you can obviously get a bunch of strength and have a bunch of strength from it, but you're not necessarily going to learn how to fight. You know, it's a completely different thing.
No.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Totally different. Do you have any questions for me before we end this up?
No, not that I can think of. Let's see. I think we covered just about everything. Anything, y'all?
Maybe you wanted to ask me about the fact that I was actually stronger because I didn't use a belt.
Oh yeah. I was
In like technically.
Yeah, I did want to tell you that all that stuff I hadn't never met you before, but I did see a lot of the stuff that you were doing when you were training, and I was just saying to myself, this guy's pretty strong.
I appreciate it. I was just fucking with you, by the way.
Probably a little bit stronger than me because he's lifting a lot of heavy weight there, and he got no belt, no straps, no wraps, no nothing. He's naturally doing this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really meant what I was saying. And, I got a lot of respect for people like to do it that way.
I appreciate it.
And lifting all that heavy stuff is easier said than done.
Oh yeah, you know that for sure.
Yeah, and guys will claim, "Oh, I'm stronger than him. I can do that." Yeah, right. Do it.
Yeah, show us.
Yes, you can show me better than you can tell me.
Yeah, oh yeah. Especially nowadays with the fucking internet.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's it. I just want to say, man, sincerely, thank you so much for making the time. Thank you so much for coming out and talking with me. This is something that I'll never ever forget. I really mean it, man.
The pleasure's all mine, and I appreciate you bringing me on.
Absolutely, man. You are a fucking legend, and it has been a fucking honor to have this conversation with you.
Me too.
And yeah, just thank you for your time.
No problem.
Yeah, we're out of here. I love you guys. Subscribe to Raw Talk. Make sure you drop a fucking review on iTunes. Drop a little comment on YouTube. That's it. I love you guys. We're out of here. Subscribe. We're gone. Fuck yeah. Woo! That's amazing. That's my favorite ever, man. I've always wanted to talk to you about this. I'll tell you, like, I called my buddy Brandon, and he's the guy who got me really into bodybuilding. I told him about this and how excited I was just to have a conversation with you, man. Like,
Oh, it was all good. You got a box for that thing too, huh?
Yeah, so there's a charger in it too. So
Okay.
it'll
Okay.
actually like charge up.
This is lit.
Yeah. So like, well, all we have to do is just give us your wallet information, and we'll
Yeah.
go ahead and we'll transfer you.
Oh
that
yeah,
to-
hell yeah, I love it.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
When is this dropping?
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Yeah,
Make sure you guys show some love. Check it out. That's in
RonnieColemanNFT.com.
RonnieColemanNFT.com. We'll pop up. We'll give you some love. We'll pop it up.
Awesome.
No sauce. All right. Is there any soy sauce?
Yeah. It's on there already.
Oh no.
Yeah, fuck it. I guess leave it on there.
Got teriyaki on it.
Oh no, this is no sauce.
There was no sauce?
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh no. I thought that was.
No, I don't.
You want spicy mayo?
No, I want soy sauce. Shit, no calories. I just want the salt. Yeah, I just want the salt, man. This is a bucket list for me.
What's that?
Just getting a meal in with you.
No.
Yeah. I did the men's physique stuff when it first came out, with the board shorts, like the very first few shows, and then I realized I hated the industry because of the whole like political bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Because I dealt with it really,
Understand that.
I dealt with it really drastically. Like,
Really?
yeah, so I did it, and then I remember I got second at the USA's and this men's physique shit, and then they told me how like, oh, because I didn't have a certain coach, and the coach is connected to like the promoters, that like that's why I didn't win, and all this crazy shit. And then when I got popular, because this was in the same timeline, I started to get popular on the internet when I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop competing. And then when I got popular on the internet, then that's when all these promoters and everything was like, come do my show, because like now they can get something from me. And that's when I was realized like, fuck this shit, I don't want to be part of it. Because of the politics involved. Just like you, they didn't want to give you the 9.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah.
Right. Actually, if you see his voicemail on the phone, there's a message. He says, should have been 9, but it's all good.
It should have been. I mean, I seen this shit too. It's just, it makes sense why they wouldn't be like, okay, we want to spread this out so there's more competition. But it's not genuine in the sport of like win or lose. You know, it's like it's justified with money instead of like actual outcome. And that's why I got with the bodybuilding industry. I just kind of got a little bit disengaged because I was like, you know, you could. If I score 20 points and you score 19, I win. If I lift the weight and you don't, or you don't lift the same weight, then you know, bodybuilding, because subjectiveness in it kind of just made me shy away from it.
Yeah, well, you ain't the only one.
Yeah, this is by far my favorite like medium, my favorite type of content to make, because I just like learning about people.
Yeah.
I enjoy this the most every single time. And stuff like this is like surreal to me because I've always wanted to have that conversation with you. Yeah.
You have any of them?
No other bodybuilders. I have a ton of other people on it, but no other bodybuilders.
Oh, wow.
When I first considered bodybuilding, like when I was like, oh, I want to do bodybuilding, you were the guy that got me to be like, I want to be like him.
You ever
Straight
do
up.
any bodybuilding?
Never competitively, no. The furthest I got was, like I said, the men's physique stuff, and then I never actually did bodybuilding. Because I started to get, like I said, I got shied away from it because of the whole political bullshit.
Yeah.
And I just
I
kept doing
understand
social media. But you were the guy when I was starting, like my journey, before social media, before there was any of that shit, I was like, oh, this guy's strong, big, that's what I want to be like. I remember I was thinking like, how much did he weigh? 300 pounds. I'm like, I have to be more than 300 pounds because I'm taller. Like, that's where my mind was at. Like, I was like, I'm going to be you, essentially. And then I got into the industry and was like, this is just kind of whack. These people kind of suck. And then I just kind of stuck to the internet thing and just obviously trained because I love it regardless. But never really buckled down and was like, okay, I'm going to do a show. Because I kind of didn't want to add.
You don't have any kids?
No, but I'm trying to have some kids. So I finished first. It wasn't a race or anything. I'm just saying.
Actually, I guess before you.
Yeah, but it's the competition between me and him. You know, it's like it's a me and him thing.
Oh, you beat me
Nice
this
guys
time.
finish last.
What?
Nice guys finish last.
They also get no pussy. he set himself up for that one. I have to say. He set himself up for that. So when is this dropping?
May 2nd.
May 2nd. So I actually get the NFT though? This is a real thing?
Yes, the real thing there.
So am I entered to win the Tesla?
Only one.
I'm coming for that
Every
fucking Tesla. I swear I'm coming for that
Everybody
Tesla.
that buys an NFT is entered in the sweepstakes to
But-
win a Tesla.
But even if I was gifted it, do I still enter to win the Tesla?
Everybody that has one,
Okay. So I can win the Tesla.
you can win the Tesla.
I'm gonna win the Tesla. If I win the Tesla, I'm gonna give it away. We'll give it away together. Alright? I actually really want that Tesla.
Yo, guys, we just finished this podcast, and we are heading out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
I love it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming,
No problem, bro.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good one.
That was like a bucket list, 100% bucket list. I've always wanted to have that conversation with Ronnie. I'm grateful to be able to have it online, have it on the internet, talk to you, talk to him, let you guys hear about it. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports the podcast, because I'm telling you this, I probably said it 10 times now. It is by far the most fun that I have making content, like I think ever. I mean, obviously I've always loved making gym content, but this just means a lot more to me. So thank you guys for supporting it. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for everything. So keep it coming. Subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. Channel, I love you guys. Channel, I love you guys. Channel, I love you guys.
channel.